What's up YouTube? Philip Torvik here, and it is Freak Week. If you have no idea what that is, I'm about to tell you, and I'm about to show you. So, buckle up, here we go. Yum! What's up, y'all? I'm on my way to work right now. On my way to LA Fitness. Got a couple clients tonight. I believe 3 or 4 clients tonight. It's been a really good day. It's been a full day. I've had 2 new clients as well as probably 8 other sessions. So it's been pretty freaking awesome. I don't mind it at all. I'm on my way to work right now to finish up with a couple more sessions. This week, or maybe even 2 weeks, depending on how I'm feeling, is what I call Freak Week. All right, it's just a silly name I came up with. It really doesn't matter. You can call it Shock Week, whatever you want, or just choose something super snazzy. But basically, in a natural progression of workouts, your body's gonna plateau, right? I've talked about this 100 times. You've probably heard it 100 other times through other YouTube videos and stuff. Your body progresses, you start doing some new exercises, or you just start working out, period. You start a new diet, your body progresses, your metabolism adapts, your muscle system adapts, your heart rate, all that stuff. Everything changes to adapt for these new movements, for new muscle growth, and your body changes, all right? Now, once your body has done that, your body then plateaus. It says, I've been here, I've done that, I don't need to change in order to make room for these movements anymore. It's one of the reasons why people get very frustrated with cardio. Let's say you've been walking on a treadmill 3 miles 5 days a week for the last 10 years and you haven't seen a bit of change. That can be really frustrating because your body has adapted to it. Your heart no longer has to have as much variability in order to reach that heart rate that you're hitting anywhere, about 110 or 120, something like that, when in reality, for you to burn fat, you need to be hitting 140, 150, just as a general thing. That's not everybody, it just depends on who you are, because your body actually burns different nutrients based solely on how hard your heart is working. For instance, for me, I believe anywhere between my resting heart rate of 60, 65 and about 140, 145-ish, I'm burning nothing but carbs. It's all sugar. All right, now after that point, anywhere from 140, 150 all the way up through 165, 70-ish, that's my fat burning zone for me. That's where I burn the most fat if I'm doing high intensity cardio. Past that point, if I go way past that point, I start to burn off muscle tissue. All right, so you burn through your 3 macronutrients, carbs, fats, and proteins, based on the variability of your heart, where your heart is at when you're working. All right, that's a little bit of a sidebar, but anyways, you tend to plateau. Again, if I don't start to change those things and change it up, your body plateaus. If I eat the same thing in the same increments every single day, my body's gonna stop adapting and burning through stuff in order to make room for those nutrients, and your metabolism flatlines. And the same thing happens with your workouts. If I'm doing the same thing with the same weight all of the time, my body's going to adapt. I'm no longer going to pop myself out of that plateau, out of that just adaptation, all right? And so what I need to do is then change something about that, all right? I can't do the same thing every single workout or the same program every single week, with the same cycles. You have to shock your body out of that plateau, dietarily or nutritionally, as well as physically. All right, you've got to pop yourself off of those rails if you're going in the same direction constantly. All right, in order to do that, we need to shock our body a little bit. Some, within the diet, you may call it a refeed day. Some people do carb cycling because it changes the way that your body is actually absorbing those nutrients and kind of keeps your metabolism guessing in a way, so that it's constantly saying, oh, I don't know what just happened, I need to adapt, I need to change in order to make room for this. Now with my workout, so like I said, this is what I call Freak Week, or for me it's probably going to be about 2 weeks because I've needed it for a while. Like I kind of plateaued and slowed down a bit, so I'm trying to get myself out of that rut. And so what I'm doing is, even though 99% of the time, obviously my main focus is, as it always should be, excuse me, allergies suck after Harvey, stupid hurricane, but what, you know, I'm always focusing on core, you know, no momentum, core strong, full extension, full range of motion. Obviously that is still my focus, but for this week, and I'm normally hitting anywhere, let's say 10 to 12 reps, maybe 15 as a warm-up set, something like that, you know, but I keep it right in the probably 8 to 12 range or so. During Freak Week, I still go through my standard warm-ups. I still go through, you know, maybe 15 reps, you know, for my first couple sets, first 2 sets or something like that, and then drop it down. But I then either add in just a crap ton of volume for my workouts, supersetting everything, raising my weight, lowering my reps, doing drop sets, burnout sets at the end of each muscle group. If it's chest, I'm gonna, you know, I'll hit all of my workouts, I'll superset, I'll go heavier than I normally do on my bench press for, you know, 4, 5, 6 reps at the beginning, and then maybe move to some, you know, isolation, 8 to 10 rep stuff, something like that, and then I'll finish with like 50 push-ups till failure, just to destroy it at the end, completely fatigue the muscle group in a healthy way. I mean, like y'all know, if you've seen my videos before, you know I'm big on form, I'm big on the health and the longevity of your skeletal muscle system. You don't want to jack it up and then have to stop anyways. You're not going to see any progress that way. And so, as you already know, I'm big on that. So I have to make sure that I'm just shocking my body out of your body knows. I mean, it kind of comes down to that. Your brain, you get muscle memory. It knows I'm gonna come into the gym, I'm gonna do 4 sets on bench press, supersetted with some incline push-ups, go straight to a dumbbell incline press, straight to a chest fly, and then hit some shoulder lat raises, whatever. Like your mind knows that that's your routine every single time, and it just prepares itself for it. It's kind of annoying in a way sometimes, but for someone who loves fitness, for someone who's passionate about, you know, just this constant adaptation and progress of your body, I love that I have to do this. And so this week has just been killing it. It has been max out weight. It has been obviously still keeping the form and keeping my technique, but really pushing and challenging my body. Each muscle group I'm ending at failure with a burnout set, a drop set, a superset, whatever it may be, all those kind of crazy sets. But basically, and I've felt it and I've seen it. I've gotten myself back up to the weight that I've been kind of maintaining at. I had lost a little bit of weight, got back on my diet, got back on, and I want to call it diet because diets start and end, but back on just my cycle with my nutrition, where I've been eating really healthy, really clean, but hitting my macros. I've been back killing my workouts, and it's been absolutely amazing. So if you find yourself in a rut, no matter if you're trying to lose 50 pounds or gain 5 pounds of muscle, whatever it is, shock yourself out of that. You gotta snap out of it is kind of what it comes down to. You gotta get yourself out of that rut, and you're not gonna get yourself out of the rut doing the same thing. And I've probably heard this saying a million times, but if you want to, in this case, look a certain way, look a way that you've never looked before, feel a way you've never felt before, you have to do something that you've never done before. I can't expect to look and feel a certain way that's different than I am now without doing something different than I am doing now. It takes change, and it's one of my favorite times. Again, I don't do it all the time. It wouldn't be healthy for me to just go ham all the time, all right? And some people do. I mean, if you've ever seen Arnold train, you've seen people go ham all the time, all right? You can absolutely do it. I don't advise it all the time, but I do advise every once in a while, maybe once a month, kick yourself out of the routine. Get yourself out of just that rut of doing the same weight and barely seeing any progressive overload. If you don't know what progressive overload is, it's basically just a term that says you're adding in a little bit of weight every time you go back to that exercise. So if I'm doing, you know, 210 on a bench press, the next week I'm gonna be trying to rep at 215 or something like that. So you are constantly challenging your body and your mind past that little barrier, right? So that is this week. Now, at the gym that I'm at right now, as you know, I work at LA Fitness. I work out at LA Fitness as well. They're not too keen on video, so I'm going to show you guys some stuff at my apartment gym, which, as you've seen before, is all right. It does a decent enough job, but if I can get some footage at the gym, I will, because that's where I'm hitting most of my big workouts. If I'm really wanting to challenge myself in that way, I've been, you know, I don't necessarily want to do it out there because I have no barbells. I don't have dumbbells past 50, and if I'm trying to hit dumbbell presses and just kill it for 6 reps, 50 is not going to be enough. So anyways, I just kind of wanted to talk to you about that. That's Freak Week for me. I'm doing it with every single muscle group: chest, shoulders, triceps, back, everything, legs. So I advise you, if you found yourself in a plateau, for one, if you're trying to lose weight, know your target heart rate. If you don't know your target heart rate, talk to me. Shoot me a message, comment below. I'll get your information and I'll give you your target heart rate based on your age, you know, different things like that, your age, your resting heart rate. Find where your metabolism is, find how many calories you need to burn, how much you need to fuel yourself and repair your muscle groups. Once you do that, it's smooth sailing. Put in the work and the results will happen. That's pretty much all I got to say on that subject. I've seriously, in the last month of having gotten back just on track, killing it again, and especially the last 2 weeks, I've gotten such a mean freaking pump from these workouts. Like I've already seen changes in muscle growth and just body mass. My percentages stayed pretty even, anywhere from 10, maybe, I mean, obviously depending on what I've eaten that day and water retention and stuff, I've floated up to 11, 11.2, but I've pretty much stayed right at around 10-11% body fat, while still really seeing some good lean muscle growth. And just once your body starts firing again, once you kind of shock it out of that thing, guess what? Your body says, whoa, what the heck? I do not like what you just did to me. I mean, your body doesn't necessarily like it. It sounds kind of mean. You're beating it up a little bit. Your body doesn't necessarily like it. It says, whoa, I don't like the pain that you just put me through. So I am going to make myself stronger. I'm gonna make myself bigger and badder, so that never happens to me again. It's really interesting. It just puts on a protective layer of muscle, just so that you don't tear it again, so you don't break it down again. And so since we're amazing people, we just decided to do that over and over and over again. But yeah, it's been so much fun. So I'm gonna keep going on the route. Hopefully I can get you guys some footage from my workouts. If not here at LA Fitness, then I'll catch y'all on the flippity flap at my gym at home. All right, I'll see you guys in a minute. So I am leaving the gym right now. I had like 5 sessions this morning. I did a 2-hour workout and had another session just now. And I am now heading home. It's been a great day, and I still have some sessions tonight on that grind, you know. We out here. Either way. But my workout today was next level. Next level, I'm telling you. Like I've been saying, it's freak week for me. And I did legs today, as you just saw. And to be honest, it was probably, it's hard for me to say, but I would say, yeah, you know what, yeah, I would say it was the hardest leg workout I've ever done in my life. I am dead. Literally, as you saw in the video, I did a sumo walk gap jump, and I hit failure. I did 2 sets, because I could only do 2 sets forward and back. And I hit failure on both of them and could not walk. I couldn't get up. My legs were so fatigued. They were so exhausted. It felt freaking amazing. It, like, God, that changed my life. That was so good. But seriously, probably the hardest leg workout I have ever done. I deadlifted for the first time in several months, maybe almost 6 months since I last deadlifted. Still pretty excited because I was still able to hit 315. I think it was 3 to 5 reps, and then I hit 335 for a single rep at the very end there. Just unreal pump. The fatigue in my legs is so real. I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk very well tomorrow, but I love that. I mean, it's not always about that. It's not about, you know, torn up hands and not being able to move the next day. But every once in a while, like I've been saying, if you want to get yourself out of that rut, you gotta do something you've never done before. And I just absolutely, like I've been saying, tons of volume, tons of weight, and it's kind of weird that I'm as happy as I am about that. Most people are like, oh, I'm so dead, I hate working out, never want to do it again. I'm thrilled. Like, man, that felt good. And I'm excited to do something pretty similar for my push day tomorrow. I got a push day tomorrow that I'm hoping I'll be able to add on some pretty heavy weight. I'm still not, from where I've come from, you know, I guess generally speaking, I'm not incredibly strong or anything like that. Like my bench right now, I'm consistently hitting 175 for, you know, a couple reps, but I'm gonna try to, I'm not 175, I'm sorry, 185 for a couple reps. I've gone, you know, right at 200, 205 a couple times. I've hit that, my PR is 225 for 6 reps, but that was at my strongest. So we're gonna see tomorrow when I hit my push day. Hopefully I can get you guys some video too. I'm excited I was able to show you some of my workout today, so you kind of get a taste of what Freak Week is like for me right now. I mean, it's total exhaustion. It's pushing yourself past that limit while still keeping your form, while still locking out your deadlifts, still getting full extension and right around 90 degrees for your leg presses. You know, all that stuff, keeping your form. Like I did those weighted iron mics or the weighted jump switch lunges, which are just absolutely killer. If you want, man, just do them, try them once. Even if you don't do the whole workout, try those. And just the burn you get at the end, it's incredible, but you got to keep your form. You got to stay at 90 degrees with both legs, even through your jumping and your switching, while adding an extra 40 pounds of tension. And so it was just, again, for someone like me, I really liked it. I had a ton of fun, so I advise you guys try something like that, even if it's not this workout. Every once in a while, kick yourself past your limit. If you think your limit is that, add on 5 pounds past your limit, add in 2.5 pounds. So much of it is mental. Just get past that barrier, consistently, and you'll get your overload, you'll get your size, you'll get your definition, your tone, whatever it is you're looking for. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you get something out of it. Hopefully this helps you get out of that rut you've been stuck in. Whether or not you've been stuck in it for 3 months or you've been stuck in it for 30 years, hopefully some of these tips and stuff will help get you out of that routine and get you out of that plateau that you're working through, whatever that looks like. All right? Love you guys. Y'all are amazing. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys next time.